Hey, hey. Hello, hello. Bum ba-dum, bum bum ba-dum, bum bum ba-dum, bum ba-dum, bum ba-dum, bum 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 ba-dum. I like that little that TikTok trend or whatever. I might have to do that one. I might have to do that one. That one's cute. I like that one. And it's easy. I like the ones where it's just a transition of no makeup to makeup. Ugh, those are so easy. Setting up Instagram. We gonna act like yesterday didn't happen. All right, y'all. Anybody that was here yesterday, it didn't happen. It's Monday all over again. Hello, Sarante. What's up? What is up, baby? Let's go. Uh, I am now seeing my face in HD over here, realizing probably should have moisturized my face a little bit more. Maybe put a little mascara on or something. I mean, it's not too late, but we're here. We're here. It is what it is. We're here. I got my hippie earrings on or whatever, so we can be on some old, natural looking stuff. You know what I'm saying? Bum ba-dum, bum bum ba-dum, bum bum ba-dum, boom 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 ba-dum, boom 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 ba-dum. I like that vine. That vine. Woo! Not a throwback. Not a throwback, Lord. I am gonna go moisturize my face because it's hurting how dry it is. So I'll be super right back. Hello, hello. We are behind, y'all. We are behind. We are behind in the show, in the book, but it's okay because yesterday was a fluke. Yesterday was yesterday was a bit of a hiccup. I the For those that were able to see the show yesterday, I was having a lot of connection issues over here. What I thought it was is exactly what it was, and I hate that it was that, but it was what it was. And now we're here. So I appreciate y'all showing up. I appreciate y'all being here. I'm very thankful. Um, and we are going to get started pretty soon. Mm. That beat is still stuck in my head. That's definitely going to be my TikTok tonight. Cause that boom, 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 boom. I like that. I like that. I like having to hit I like doing that. That's fun. Whenever I'm doing video chats with any of my friends, and I'm like, and they saying something, I'm like, stop it, stop it, stop, stop it. Like I like doing that, like hitting them with the That's so much fun. I think the first time I saw that was that video. I think it was from Vine. I want to say it was from Vine or early Instagram. And that girl was just like, I'm not gonna hit her, I'm just gonna talk to her. I just want to talk to her. Like, I'm not gonna hit her. And then she was like, "Bam, pow, pow," and then she was hitting the camera. And that was the first time I ever seen that. I was just like, that's that's smart. That's a smart way to depict that and make it feel like real life, give it a nice POV, you know. I have four different beverage options before me, y'all. I have four beverage options before me. I have wine over here, which today feels like a wine day, and I only have a little bit left. Got wine over here. I'm gonna get some more before tomorrow because tomorrow is Wednesday and we have wine and we wear pink. And I'll wear a very obvious and blatant pink tomorrow. So that is no mistake. It is in fact pink. Pink is very broad for me. Pink is a broad color for me. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm not good with colors, but not that I can't see them. It's just that I'm not good at describing them or naming them, stuff like that. Um, I got wine. I got a green smoothie. I have a half of a Red Bull, and I have water. Fun times, right? We'll see which one comes out depending on what Lisa's talking about and how this goes. Not gonna lie, the block is hot right now. The block is hot. So that's all I'm going to say on that. The block is hot right now, unfortunately. So on that note, we are ready to go. We are ready to go. Welcome to Reading with Miss Taylor Said. I am Taylor, also known as Miss Taylor Said, and I started the show on November 30th, 2020, in an effort to accomplish some of my goals. One of my goals being, I always do this, one of my goals being to actually finish the books that I own and read the books that I have. There are lots of books that I've purchased over the years, acquired from school or friends and things like that, and I start reading them, but then I don't finish them. Or I just don't start reading them at all. And they just look really, really nice on my shelf. And the idea of reading them makes me feel like I've read them, but I haven't. So I created the show in an effort to get those books read. And what's a better way to read than reading with friends? Let's be honest. Okay, I know I'm in my introduction or whatever, but let's be honest. When you do a good job, when you were a kid and you had to read aloud, and you did a good job and you got some sort of reward, like some candy or good job, some sort of reward for being brave enough to read aloud in front of people, whether it's your parents, the classroom, your teacher, your friends, whatever. And people gave you positive feedback for that. Tell me that wasn't a good feeling. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. I enjoy that. I do enjoy that element about it. My inner child, my inner little Taylor on the inside, she's pleased, you know? The second goal that I want to accomplish is to get practice with reading aloud in front of an audience, because the things that I want to do in the future will require me to read a teleprompter. And I want to get more comfortable reading aloud in front of an audience on cue. So, and being able to articulate the sentences the way that they're supposed to be articulated and things like that. So that's another goal that I have. That looks weird. And the final goal that I have with this show is that I want to become more comfortable with public speaking again. I used to do public speaking more often in my younger years, and Big 3-0 is coming up this year. And I want to get more comfortable with public speaking. I want to be a public speaker in some capacity. I want to be in front of the room talking to people and, living my breathtaking life, helping people and changing lives and such. So I want to get more comfortable with that, and this is the best way to start on the virtual platform. I'm thankful for 2020 for equalizing us and putting us in a position where everybody can have a platform right now. So I'm thankful, and I'm thankful for you guys being here, and welcome to Reading with Miss Taylor Said. What's up? We are reading Lisa Nichols' Abundance Now. Now I'm starting the chapter over. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm starting the chapter over. My energy was low. My energy was low, but the interruptions were high, and the connection issues and all that stuff. And just to give everybody a fair shot at this final chapter, after doing all of this and after going for so long, I feel like it gives everybody an opportunity, even the people that only watch on the playback, that don't watch live. So just giving everybody an opportunity to actually get everything they need from this book. So if that's all right with y'all, I'm gonna do it anyway. But if that's all right with y'all, we're gonna start over at the beginning of this chapter, and we'll still finish by Thursday. I'm just gonna have to stop stopping as much, but I won't be interrupted as much this time. So let's get into it. I'm gonna drink some water, and we're gonna get right in. All right. So the name of this chapter is Activating Future Abundance in the Present Moment. And it starts with a quote by Lisa Nichols that says, "Every dream you have begins with the understanding that you woke up this morning enough. That you woke up this morning enough. You are smart enough. You are talented enough, hungry enough, humble enough, and worthy enough for this dream to become your reality." Again, that's a quote by Lisa Nichols. When you immerse yourself in the process of amplifying your game, you'll realize that planning for self-enrichment, better relationships, exciting work, and financial wealth is only part of the equation. At some point, you have to stop planning for these changes and start living them. So how can you begin activating and enjoying abundance in your life today while still building the breathtaking future life of your dreams? Let's take a look. The first section says, life is not short. There's no such thing as an instant success. Nobody is an overnight success. I've sat with many of the most successful people in the world, and the stories they tell of their journeys to success are proof positive that slow and steady is how most truly successful people get that way. When I was little, my grandmother would tell me the story of how a cactus grows underground for 5 months before ever sprouting above the surface. But once it sprouted, that cactus would grow 5 feet in 1 year because it took the time to grow a stable foundation. Similarly, when I was in my freshman year of college, I learned in my psychology class about relative deprivation. The idea that wanting in your life right now what someone else has without putting forth the 20 years of effort required to development, without putting forth the 20 years of effort required to develop it. Sentence, point, period. I don't think more than 30% of that psych class. There she goes. Okay, there it is. I don't think more than, she worded that weird. I don't think more than 30% of that psych class at age 19 stayed with me, but this idea certainly did. Things simply require nurturing. The best things, those things that are steady and sustainable, that stay with you, are going to require time. You can't Google download a breathtaking future, nor can you microwave it. Those delicious desserts my grandmother made, sweet potato pie or peach cobbler, were never made in the microwave. I've remembered the concept of relative deprivation as I've spent time with my mentors over the years. As I would sit across from Jack Canfield or beside Oprah Winfrey or study Nelson Mandela, I had to remember that I could want what they have, but I have to be willing to put in the time to get it. I had to have constant discipline. As I looked at the examples of who I could become and what I could have in my life, I always reminded myself to develop my lifestyle and career on cement, not sinking sand. In fact, there's a risk if you get to that advanced point and you're not prepared. We see this often when celebrities rise to fame too fast, and they just don't have the maturity to handle it. They're simply too young. They've amassed way too much money without enough awareness and life experience to know what to do with that level of success. It requires them to make big decisions based on wisdom that they don't have yet. When you rise too fast, there's a risk of limited sustainability and access to lifestyles and privileges that you haven't learned about or can't process. And there's a risk to your future branding. The mistakes and decisions you make now, some you will be remembered for. The mistakes and decisions you make now, some you will be remembered for. So build slower and steadier. Be willing to work for it, and at the same time, gain the wisdom, knowingness, and sustainability to deal with it. This path reduces the chance that you can lose it because you don't know how to manage it. There's only one thing worse than never having the lifestyle you really want, and that's having it but losing it because you didn't know how to manage it. Ooh, Lisa got a word tonight. Lisa got a word tonight. Oh, Lisa got a word tonight. Oh. If you're going to introduce abundant experiences into your life, into the lives of your family, be responsible enough to build it on a firm foundation. The next section is called, I don't even have no words. She said it. She said it. And right now, with what's going on in my personal life, I will make it about that, and it doesn't need to be. So I'm going to keep reading. Amen. Amen. Live in the now while building your future. So many of us today are future paced and future focused. We're not happy now, but we will be when our ideal life shows up. We can't make the time today to look into that new opportunity or create that new friendship or call someone back for the 60-minute chat because we're so focused on what's around the corner. We're busy. We're keeping our options open. We can't get tied down. This mindset is often driven by dissatisfaction with our present circumstances. But the truth is that these now moments and opportunities to connect and grow are actually what make our bright and compelling future come about. It's these baby steps that the universe puts in front of us upon which the breathtaking future we want will be built. When I appeared on the Oprah Winfrey Show, I said, we look at better as if there's something wrong with now. we look at better as if there's something wrong with now. While that was back in 2007, I think the observation is even truer today. Too often we reach for things that we think will make us happy while we ignore the opportunities to be happy today. If you sat down and took inventory of what you could be enjoying right now, this moment, I'll bet your list will go on for pages. Remember the morning gratitude exercise I discussed in chapter 1? Spend 10 minutes before you leap out of bed to be grateful for what's in your life right now. And you would find hundreds of things, people, circumstances, possessions, and other situations to be grateful for. And there's another quote by Lisa Nichols that says, gratitude is the magnet for everything good and empowering. Fear and lack lose their power in the space of gratitude. Fear and lack lose their power in the space of gratitude. Always stay gracious. That's what Beyonce said. Always stay gracious. Of course, another risk with constantly dreaming of the future is that we're not present to what might come up today. We miss the opportunities, friendships, joys, and experiences that can make our lives a rich and rewarding adventure. We miss the circumstances. I'm sorry. Somebody's looking at me with an evil eye right now, and you got to chill out, bruh. You got to chill out. I can feel it in my chest. Chill out. Thank you. We miss the opportunities, friendships, joys, and experiences that could make our lives a rich and rewarding adventure. We miss the chances to connect with enjoyable, sophisticated people. We miss the opportunities to explore new undertakings, including future opportunities and unexpected involvements with special projects. When we're overly focused on some ideal scenario in the future time, we also miss the opportunity for personal development, expansion, and learning, which is what we actually need in order to grow into our future self. So, how can you live in the now, taking in life's lessons and opportunities so you can advance steadily toward the life you want? Oh, thank you. I got them off of Ronwe. We're reading Lisa Nichols' Abundance Now. Anybody that's just joining us, we are reading Lisa Nichols' Abundance Now, and we are in the final chapter. We started it yesterday, doing a redo today. Started at the beginning of the chapter today because we had too many occurrences yesterday that messed it all up. So reset. Boom. All right. So we are going into how can you take life's lessons and opportunities so that you can advance steadily toward the life you want. The first one she lists says, do your morning gratitude exercise. Spend 10 minutes before you get out of bed being grateful for what's in your life. Even if it's simply for the bed you just slept in and the food you're about to eat for breakfast. Be grateful that you have those available to you. Be grateful for the positive relationships in your life. Be grateful for the fact that you're healthy enough to pursue an exciting future. Be grateful that opportunity exists in the world for anyone, including you, to take advantage of. Gratitude draws to you more of what you want. If we spend our energy being grateful for more of what we have now, then we create space for more to come. I really have lived by this belief. I actually have lived by this belief. Like when I tell y'all, because of the fact that like the way I had to get this apartment and the situation I left and how like I had no autonomy over my living situation before I got this apartment, every day especially when I was coming home from work, I would walk in my apartment and be like, hey, apartment, thank you. I literally just walk around my apartment and tell my apartment, thank you. I look at and I've had to upgrade over time because, yes, the bed you just slept in, I've had to upgrade over time because, when you randomly move into an apartment that you didn't financially plan for, you start small and grow. But like every single piece of furniture that has been in here, every single piece of food that's been in here, every plant that's been in here, everything that I've been able to add into my space, y'all, listen, I ain't gonna lie. My space, I may have a little tiny apartment, but it's dope. And it's mine. And I put my love into it by saying thank you to all the things that I have. I don't have the best of anything right now, but I'm thankful because where I came from, there was a time, I'm about to get into a word. I don't mean to, but I am. There was a time in your life where you are right now, today, you couldn't have even, you wanted to be there so badly. There was time. Listen, 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 listen. Y'all already know where I came from. Y'all already know what I came from. There was time I was dreaming about this apartment when I was in my last relationship. I was dreaming about it. Getting knocked upside my head, dreaming about where I am right now. I'm like the graciousness, because listen, one of my favorite songs, I'm getting into a word. I don't even mean to. I want to go pull my cards out, I swear. I didn't even mean to get into this. I told y'all we was going to get through the chapter fast so that we can finish by Thursday. But damn it, gratefulness, gratitude, graciousness, being thankful for what you have. Over there using your eye to lust after what somebody else got, looking at what somebody else got. And I know I do it too. I get mad. I'm about to be 30. And according to how most people exist, or what we think how everybody exists, I'm not caught up with my peers. There are peers of mine that got houses, husbands, families, dream careers, and all that. There are people I know that are my peers that are out here living their single, independent life, and they are, they got the dream job, or they're getting to live their dreams by being singers on cruise ships and actors on stage plays, and they're getting to do the things that they want to do. Trust me, I got my my stuff that I'm like, dang, wish that was me, But you know what? A year ago, I was here. 2 years ago, this time 2 years ago, I can show you the pictures. I don't even look like the same person. That's how deep in my stuff I was in. And it's okay, because one song that I really love, and I'm on my spiritual journey and everything like that. I don't really subscribe to Christianity, but however, worship music is still effective, and my ancestors love it. So I be listening to it, and it affects me. It has there are beautiful messages in there. There are beautiful messages in there that still resonate with me. And so I take the messages that resonate and leave what doesn't. But Alabaster Box by CeCe Winans. CeCe Winans, this is my favorite gospel song, I think. And this is my favorite message in the song, because you're talking about the sinful woman, the woman that is viewed as a sin and is viewed as bad. She walks into the room looking for Jesus, looking for salvation. Everybody that's looking at me sees me, God, because I was there. I was isolated. People weren't fucking with me. And I mean, excuse my language, but they weren't. People weren't fucking with me. People weren't dealing with me. My finances was toe up. I failed out of school. My career didn't exist. Man, I walked into that room. And it wasn't a real physical room, but I walked into that room, and I was the sinful woman walking to Jesus. And when I got to him, it won't nobody else in that room. It won't nobody else in that room but me and him. Because you don't know the cost of the oil that I had to put in this box. The oil that I collected over time, so that I could save it up for this blessing. So I could save it up for this ritual of offering. You don't know what I had to do to collect this oil, so that I can use it, so that I can go to this man, to this healer, and come to him and wash his feet with my tears and release that. Okay? It's wash his feet with my tears and dry it with my hair. And if y'all knew me back then, my hair was down here. Literally, I was this chick with this long hair. I could have been washing Jesus' feet with my own hair. It was that long. Okay? You don't know the cost of my praise. You don't know the cost. Y'all don't know. Even the people that are closest to me, I can tell them every single thing I ever went through, and it still would never truly give them perspective of what I actually endured on a day-to-day basis throughout many years of my life in multiple relationships. It would never, ever, ever cover it. You don't know the cost of my praise. You don't know the cost of the oil in this alabaster box. So when I'm coming into my apartment and I sound like a crazy person saying, "Hey, apartment, thank you, thank you," I'm walking in with my bags of groceries because I still don't got no car. So when I go get my groceries, I take my plastic bags, my tote bags. I walk to that grocery store. It's an 8-minute walk for me. It's right over there. I take my bags, I fill it up with groceries, and I walk my ass right back into this house. And I walk into my apartment that's mine. My name is on the lease. Nobody else. I make the rules. I set the tone. I have a safe space where I can honor my ancestors. I have the kind of bed that I want. I have furniture. I have the things that I didn't have before. I filled it up with the things that made me feel happy and the things that I could obtain that made me feel like this is my space. Okay? So when I walk into my apartment and I say, "Thank you, apartment. Thank you, chair. Thank you, furniture that different people have donated to me. Thank you, plants, for cleaning my air. Thank you, plants, for being my company. Thank you. Thank you, food in my refrigerator. Thank you, water that still turns on. Thank you, thank you for not evicting me in a pandemic, even though I was late on rent. Thank you. Thank you for all of these things. Thank you that I'm able to do this because there are literally people in my family that don't have homes. So I may sound fucking crazy saying thank you to my apartment for existing. But you know what? That's the gratitude you need to have. That's gratitude. Everything deserves to be thanked. Everything in your life deserves a thank you. If it is helping you be a person and exist in the way that you want to exist, it deserves gratitude. Everything. The hair products you put in your hair to make it look good. The washcloth that is able to wash the dirt off of your body. The blanket that keeps you warm. The wine that gets you, and your mind off of it. Every single thing in your life, no matter how little you think you have, deserves gratitude because you could have and not even because you could have nothing at all, but because it serves you. You don't even have to look at other people's situations because that's doing the same thing that you're trying to avoid. You don't have to look at somebody who has it worse than you to be thankful for what you have and be thankful for who you are and the body, even your body. Bro, my body has changed. Now, I've always been a small girl, but my body has changed over the years. But guess what? Girl with a gut, that's what her name is on social media. She always says this body was made for me. And it takes care of me. It keeps me alive. We're in a pandemic, y'all. We're in a pandemic. Literally, the air can fucking kill us. Your body is keeping you alive. Thank it. Thank your body. You may not like the way it looks or the way it feels, and that's something that you can be thankful for it and still do whatever it is you need to do to make it feel more comfortable for you. But you should thank your body for being on you and keeping you and covering you and protecting you because that's what it does. That's what it's doing. Every moment that you take a breath, your body is working to make sure that you stay alive. And you are here. You're here watching some internet show in a pandemic where people are dying from the air. Thank your body for keeping you alive. If you made it this far and you ain't even had COVID or been exposed to it, oh, you have everything to be grateful for. You may have lost your job and that's why you ain't around nobody. You may have lost resources, lost relationships. Same here. But your body is keeping you alive in a pandemic. And being grateful for things, anything, is not saying that you don't want that thing to improve. That's never what it's saying. And that's what Lisa's saying. It's never saying that you can't improve or you don't want it to improve. It's just being thankful for where you are now. Because there was a time where you couldn't have even imagined where you are now. Whether that's and in my own story too, whether that's you were a teenager and you was, trigger warning for depression and suicide, but you were suicidal, you could literally be dead if it worked, if it happened. I could be dead right now from my own hands, but I'm here. That is something to be thankful for. My body kept me alive. That is something to be thankful for. Be thankful for everything. Everything deserves gratitude. Even the bad things, the things that hurt you the most. The things that hurt you the most, guess what? They deserve gratitude because they are nothing but a benefit to you. Because either there's a lesson there that needs to be learned, or you are being saved from something. Or you were being saved from something. Or both. You may need to learn a lesson and you were being saved from further hurt or further pain or further despair. When things don't work out, be thankful. There's another way, a better way. That's it. I'm gonna stop now. I'm gonna keep going. I'm beautiful. It's beautiful to see all of y'all get into that. I'm gonna get back into the book, y'all. Ooh. Be grateful for the small things, and the spectacular things will show up. And you will soon see how spectacular these things that you refer to as small really are. The second thing that she wants you to do. Oh, I was yelling. I just realized I was yelling about how quiet I got. Ooh, amen. Knee deep in COVID 4 days a week. Haven't had it. I'm very thankful for my. Amen. One of my friends is a nurse. A nurse. She in it. She in the trenches. She in the trenches. She there. And she hadn't. Bruh, we got to be thankful. We got to be thankful. I'm thankful y'all are here. I am thankful for y'all for being here. I'm thankful for the people that show up. Thankful for the people that continue to show up. If you only show up once, it means that it was meant for you to see it. And I'm thankful that you're here. Thankful. Truly. I kind of annoy myself with how often I say I'm thankful for things, but I can't help it. I can't help it. It's even the things that hurt me the most. Ooh. Oh, EMT in the emergency department. Correction. EMT in the emergency department. That's what. Thank you. Thank you for what you do. Thank you for what you do. Thank y'all. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. We're gonna finish the chapter by Thursday, y'all. I promise. Yeah, we're 33 minutes in. All right. All right. So practice mindfulness. That's the second one. An essential element of Buddhist philosophy for centuries, mindfulness intentionally focusing your attention on emotions, thoughts, and sensations occurring in the present moment. Then accepting these impressions without judgment of yourself or others or the situation being observed. It's as if you're watching a movie, observing what's happening without criticism or condemnation. Instead of watching life pass you by, mindfulness means you tune in to what you are experiencing now. In other words, don't just go through the motions of your day, but instead strive to observe, absorb, and be more aware of what you encounter. Mindfulness improves your well-being by keeping you rooted in the present versus worrying about the future or reliving and regretting the past. It even improves your physical health by relieving stress, improving sleep, reducing chronic pain, and lowering blood pressure. And mindfulness meditation has become an important component in the treatment of mental health conditions such as depression, anxiety, and eating disorders. I just be saying, I just be saying stuff. Mindfulness is something that has helped me as well. I'm when I'm sad. Last week we had an episode where we were talking about money and I cried. I boo-hooed, y'all. I was almost embarrassed by how much I was boo-hooing. I was all like I literally hit myself with the damn book. I was so like, please don't look at me. I'm crying, you know? Sad, but the thing is, it needed to happen. I needed to be in the present. I needed to be in the moment. I needed to observe the feelings and recognize them and be like, hey, those are feelings. What are those feelings? Let's look at those feelings. Let's talk about those feelings. Let's think about those feelings. Let's experience those feelings. What are we going to do with those feelings? What are we going to do with them? We're going to cry. Oh, I love a good cry. I just didn't expect to cry in front of people. Oh, I'm a cry baby. I love crying. Crying is so good. Crying, like, there's this video that this girl says, and she's like, I'm not crying, my eyes are taking a piss. But that's what it feels like. It feels like your eyes are taking a piss because it's like, I gotta get this out. Cry. Because the feelings and the emotions are too overwhelming. So you gotta just let it flow. But mindfulness is more than just being rooted in your emotions, but it's also like my friends and I, when we talk about experiences, we don't talk about experiences in a way of judgment. We don't talk about experiences from a perspective of judgment or talking junk or talking shit or nothing like that. We analyze what happened. We analyze what happened. We think about the intentions. We think about what we when I talk about situations right now, especially situations that may involve other people, the conversation is never about, oh, F them and blah, 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 blah. It's, I wonder why they're hurting. I wonder what's hurting that's making them react like that. Because if you're rooted in the present and you are mindful, you know that people's reactions and people's behavior, a lot of times that initial impulsive thing is not even about what they're saying it's about. A lot of times it's, I'm hurt and I don't know how to express it. And when you get into a space where you're working on your self-development and you're, going to therapy and you're healing and stuff like that, you recognize things. You recognize, like, bro, I can see people's childhood trauma from a mile away at this point. I can hear in the way that sometimes it's like when you so tuned in like that, like I'm not a psychologist or any empathy. When you tuned in like that, guess what? I'm not even looking at you. I'm looking at your inner child. And I'm like, sweetie, come on. What's going on? Let's talk. My inner child will meet you there and be like, hey, I'm 16-year-old Taylor and you're 16-year-old person. And it seems like 16-year-old person is upset right now. So let's talk about that. But that's mindfulness. That's being tuned into people. That's being tuned into the world and recognizing that every single person in this world is in pain. Every single person in this world is healing from trauma. My significant other said to me today, reminded me today that you are always one of three people: someone that just went through something, someone that's going through something, or somebody that's about to go through something. But mindfulness it keeps you connected. It keeps you connected so that you can recognize, oop, I'm about to be one of these people, or I am one of these people right now. Let me conduct myself so that I take care of myself internally. I take care of my heart. I take care of my mind, and I don't hurt others in the process just because I'm hurting. That is what you do when you're mindful. And you take care of yourself, because again, this goes back to our bodies. Your body is keeping you alive and doing everything that it can to make sure that you're still here. Mindfulness keeps you in tune with the mind part of your body. That is on a daily basis. This is the main thing that's making sure that your ass stay alive. It is controlling everything to make sure you stay alive. So it deserves more attention than maybe anything else. Anything that can be physically seen. I mean, I'm not going to say that. I'm not a medical professional. If you have something hurting you, please take care of that. But don't ignore your mind. Okay, next section, or next third thing. Plan your day with opportunities to be present. As you make your plans for the day, Also, schedule time to connect with an old friend, go outside, leave the office early, take an exercise class, or meditate, all of which will help you focus on the simple pleasures life has to offer now. I feel like that was pretty self-explanatory. Do some shit you enjoy. Connect. Connect with people, connect with the earth, connect with yourself. Connect. And the last part is edify others. Edify others. Find others' gifts and talents and then lift them up. When you edify others, you actually lift the entire room. It says, I see who you are now, and I celebrate who you're being in this moment. And I celebrate everything you had to do and overcome and create up until this moment. Edification never speaks to someone's future. It's about reaching back and celebrating someone's journey from back then to now. And celebrating their journey to their now. When you do that, you pour fuel into them. Plus, when I edify people, it breathes into you a sense of grace and ease in that moment. That feeling that you get when you're walking around being grateful and showing gratitude, you get 10 times the feeling when you get to talk about somebody and you get to express how wonderful of a person they are. Sarante did it for me. Sarante did it for me yesterday. It was so beautiful. It was so beautiful. Sarante did it for me. It's on my Facebook page. He wrote a long post, and it I had a little thug mist and whatnot. Had a little thug mist. But he said beautiful things about me, and it made me feel seen. It made me feel recognized, and not in a way of boosting my ego, but that what I am intending to do, the intentions that I've set, are being fulfilled. The seeds that I've sown over the last year, and especially since I started this show on November 30th, 2020, the seeds I've sown are bearing fruit, and they're growing, and they're going through the process of germinating and all the things. Listen, edify others, build people up, not for your own selfish reasons, but just because they deserve it. Give these people their flowers. Recognize what they've been through. Look inside that damn alabaster box and be like, dang, girl, it took you a long time to get that oil, didn't it? Shoot, I know when you squeeze out a little olive, you get 2 drops of oil. Man, I'm proud of you. Do it. It don't cost you anything to edify other people. It does not cost you anything to build somebody up. Honestly, there's this thing I was watching a presentation by a YouTuber named Lindsay Ellis, and she got she had a stint where a concentrated group of people, it wasn't like Black Twitter or anything like that, but there was a concentrated group of people that targeted her and harassed her and cyberbullied her. And she talked about one way to counteract that. If you don't even have to know what's going on, but doing something as simple as this is a Sarante appreciation post. That gives other people, I love Lindsay Ellis so much. Oh my gosh, I love Lindsay. I could watch her all day. Um, um, that gives other people, not only do you appreciate that person and you say, this is a Shannon appreciation post, and you put that up there, right? And that person's going to feel good because, oh, you appreciate me. Thank you. But then that gives other people an opportunity to be all up in the comments talking about, hey, you're awesome. You're great. You're this. And giving other people an opportunity to edify that person as well. So if you see, like, if you see that, you don't even have to see it. Just sometimes do that for your friends. Sometimes hit them with this is a my friend appreciation post. And then let other people do the work for you, because they will. When you dealing with people that have good intentions and do good for the world, the love will come. The love will come. So The next quote that she has in here says, when you take a stand for someone and lovingly hold them accountable to the man or woman they say they want to become, you are giving them the gift of possibility. Lisa gotta chill out. Lisa gotta chill out today. Live in the now while building your future. Don't keep talking about what you say you're going to do someday. You can't. What? I skipped a page. You can't circle someday on the calendar. Ooh, she just said something right there. You can't circle someday on the calendar. Someday I'll find that relationship. Someday I'll get hired for my dream job. Someday I'll start my own business. Someday I'll lose the weight. Someday I'll be happy. Do what you need to do now to enjoy the life experiences you want. Don't wait until the recession stops. Don't wait until the pandemic stops. The mortgage is paid, the kids are out of school, and you get a raise. She didn't say pandemic, y'all, I did. Or when you get a raise. Don't wait until you get a better job, lose weight, handle your personal relationship, or life is perfect. It never will be. Right now, in this moment right here, you are smart enough, experienced enough, pretty enough, and rich enough. You are smart enough, experienced enough, pretty enough, and rich enough. Focus on the present and stop waiting. Book that cruise. Don't book the cruise. We're in a pandemic. Please don't book a cruise. Don't book anything travel-wise so that we can get out of the pandemic. But once this is over, book the cruise. But not right now. Not for this year. Don't do that. Sign up for that class, a Zoom. Sign up for a Zoom class. Do a master class. Sign up for that class. Call that contact. Move every other option off the table. Understand that it's in your imperfection that you are perfect for this journey. Give yourself permission to start today. I am very glad that I did that for myself. I'm thankful. Always thankful. All right, next section. Act as if you've already achieved total prosperity. Throughout this book, I've introduced you to visualization, a tool that helps you see your future as if you've already accomplished it. We know that the mind can't tell the difference between circumstances that are actually occurring in the present moment and circumstances you are merely imagining. As we've already discussed, the brain creates a state of cognitive dissonance in order to resolve what you see in your mind's eye versus what's actually happening in your everyday life. In this final chapter of Abundance Now, I want to help you act as if you've already achieved total abundance by giving you a visualization script that will put those pictures in your mind. As always, to use this script effectively, record it in your own voice or have a friend record it. Then replay the recording to guide you through the visualization session. Be sure to conduct your visualization sessions in a quiet and uninterrupted place. It's not a process for listening during the gym or driving time, for instance. Give your daily visualizations the time and space you deserve. All right, so I'm going to get into this visualization process. I'm going to take these beats off so they don't distract us. All right, we're starting the visualization process, y'all. You don't have to do it now, but if you want to come back, this is the point where it is. Relaxing into the visualization process. Let's use the power of your mind to create your ideal life. Your future experiences will start in your mind first. So let's take a journey into your most creative, free, and powerful place ever, your imagination. We become what we most think about. Your new possibilities and success can be created by you and only you. You'll become what you think about every day. Let's cut away all limiting thoughts and rise above your fears to the place of freedom and creation. Stand in your power. Success is your birthright. Move in this moment from optional to non-negotiable. Every great leader, prophet, visionary, role model, and legend visualized their future before they took action. Know that you have as much right to the joy, love, happiness, and abundance as any other living creature on this planet, and it's yours for the asking and the creating. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain. Now, choose a quiet place. Turn off your phone. Clear your mind. Everything you need to do will be there waiting for you on the other side of this journey. Let it all go for now. Relax and release any physical tension. Become more committed to your inner images than your physical presence. Now, I want you to take a deep cleansing breath, filling your abdominal area full of breath. And as you exhale, gently feel your body sinking into a relaxed state. To help you go into a deep level of mind, I will gently guide you through a relaxation of your physical body. Feel your scalp relax. Feel this gentle feeling of relaxation flow down your forehead. Now to your eyes. Feel your eyelids relax. Feel that sensation of relaxation on your eyelids. Feel that slowly flowing through your body. Move the soothing feeling to your face, in your throat, your neck, your shoulders. Feel them sink into deep relaxation. Now, your upper arms, your hands, your chest, your abdomen, your thighs, your knees, your calves, your feet. And feel that feeling of relaxation flow all the way down to your toes. Now, visualization script for manifesting your future life. Your mind is like a blank canvas of possibility, waiting to paint whatever picture that you are willing to create. Whatever you truly believe to be possible for your life, you are the author of your autobiography, the sculptor of your life masterpiece. You are the designer of your destiny. Visualize yourself as a powerful force of nature that you can command your future experiences into existence simply with your intentions. You have the power of your thoughts, the power of your tongue, and the power of your actions. Feel that power and excitement. You are an initiator of great love, relationships, an architect of wealth creation, an engineer of boundless fun, infinite joy, and limitless laughter. You make the world a better place because you are here manifesting great things. See yourself as always manifesting the very thing you need or desire. You manifest small things like getting the very best parking space, having the friendliest cashier when you're checking out at the store, traffic lights turning green for you, people smiling at you more often, children enjoying your company, or simply choosing that absolute best book at the perfect time you need such inspiration. Visualize yourself manifesting big things with your infinite power of creation, spoken word, and radical action. You manifest healthy, transparent, fulfilling love with your family with harmony and peace. See yourself manifesting the most perfect communication to help you navigate through the rough terrain with grace and ease. Feel the joy in your heart when you finally realize that you can make it through anything in this relationship together because you've manifested the skills to keep harmony and love in the forefront of your important relationships. Visualize yourself experiencing an intense, passionate romantic love affair. See yourself drawing it to you, your partner celebrating you, acknowledging your contribution to his or her life, and adorning you with love, adoration, and appreciation. Visualize yourself manifesting the business success that you desire. Look at the things around you in your job or business, your team or coworkers, your sales, the money you have made. You spoke your intentions to anyone who would listen, and you jumped into radical action to race towards your goals, becoming your reality. And now you are seeing each and everything that you focused on, meditated about, or set an intention around coming slowly to fruition. See yourself traveling around the world, enjoying your life and also helping others. You are sitting with families who have far less than you. You are inspired by who you are. You share your soul with them. You open up and pour into each one of them, and in return, they pour back into you, and you are filled with a sacred, speechless kind of love. You have manifested your local and international impact. See yourself in your local community as well as globally directing the project of your choice. People are being served. Their joy is evident. Their gratitude is humbling. You are there to see what you dreamed. It's now serving others. Your mind is like a blank canvas of possibility, waiting to paint whatever picture you are willing to create, whatever you truly believe to be possible for your life. You are the author of your autobiography, the sculptor of your life masterpiece. You are the designer of your destiny. Visualize yourself as a powerful force of nature who can command your future experiences into existence simply with your intentions. You have the power of your thoughts, the power of your tongue, and the power of your actions. Closing down the visualization process. Slowly begin feeling your back against the chair again. Feel your feet on the ground. Feel your breath again. Begin to come back into the room. When you are ready, very gradually start to bring yourself back into the now moment. Now completely rejoin your physical body. Hear the sounds around you in your now environment. When you feel ready, you may open your eyes. Welcome back. Go throughout your day thinking about and reciting positive affirmations that support and add great energy to this creative visualization. Remember this in everything that you do. As was said in the Sermon on the Mount, ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be opened to you. For everyone who asks receives. Everyone who asks receives. The one who seeks finds. And to the one who knocks, the door will be opened. Remember to be in the radical action towards your goals. Ideas and visualizations are worthless without action. Finally, accept that this visualization is so. This is your future, being shown to you like a motion picture with you as the star. All you need now is action, unwavering faith, and a purpose bigger than yourself. I am your sister in this journey, and I believe in you. Y'all, we are within a minute and a half of ending, so I'm going to go ahead and stop there as far as reading goes. I'm going to put this back, especially because it looks like tomorrow y'all going to need your notebooks. Go ahead and get your pen and paper ready. And at some point in my life, I'm going to put all these exercises and visualizations onto a Google document and put it on my page. We're not there yet, but we'll get there. I'm, again, for expressing gratitude. I'm thankful for every single one of y'all that shared this space with me tonight. Again, as I mentioned at the beginning of the show, I have something going on in my personal life that is hurting me deeply. It's hurting me deeply, but the show goes on. And we are here sharing space and growing together. And I'm so thankful that we're finishing our first book. We're finishing our first book on Reading with Miss Taylor Said. And I'm so proud of us. I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of y'all for showing up. I'm thankful to y'all for showing up. I'm thankful that, I've seen our growth. Like the people that I get to interact with that watch the show, and I get to interact with in my real life, not online, like I'm watching y'all grow. The people that watch the show, I'm seeing it. I'm seeing change in the language that you use on social media. I'm seeing change in the responses and stuff like that. And it's not because I'm telling you to change, but you see the value. You see the value in what we're talking about. You see the value in her words. And if you've been watching, I don't agree with everything she say. I give you my perspective. I put things in context because this was written in the Obama years and we live in this time now, and it's a very different time. And ain't no books for right now for living through this because nobody knows how to live through this. We're all figuring this out. So I'm just so thankful that each of you are here and you keep coming back. For those that care, um, the moon is going into a full moon on Thursday, and it is in Cancer. From what I've seen of that other astrologers have talked about, I'm not an astrologer, but that other astrologers have talked about, um, moon in Cancer is going to make you think about your body. It's about your body. It's about feeling everything in your body, in your mind, in your heart. Let yourself feel. Honor your body when it asks you to rest. Feed your body to make sure that you eat. Rest, eat, drink water, take care of yourself, and be patient with yourself and kind to yourself. Be kind to yourself during this time. Release what no longer serves you, and just be gentle with yourself. I appreciate you guys coming to Reading with Miss Taylor Said today. I'm so glad that we got to do a do-over today from yesterday. So thank you guys for being here. No weapon formed against me or any of you shall prosper. So y'all have a good night. Bye.